Hello, welcome to National Apprenticeship Week 2023. My name is Donna and I'm a technical trainer in data with Estio training, which is a part of the BPP group. Today, I'm going to introduce you to some tools for data analysis, things that are available to allow us to report and visualize the data we handle. I'm actually going to introduce you to a few tools that help reduce some of the steps that we manually have to put in place to create meaning for those reports and visualizations of that data. The first I'm going to demonstrate are some dynamic tools within the Excel program. Followed by that, I'm actually going to show you how you can create some simple but effective visualizations using some very useful Power BI tools. Now I want to introduce you to some dynamic Power BI features for data analysis. Just like Excel is a leader in industry, Power BI is also one of the leading business intelligence tools. Some key elements to the platform are extraction of insights from data sets. We can create custom visualizations, and we have the ability to import and transform data from an abundance of sources. Being able to create custom visualizations allows us to create dynamic dashboards with our data, giving us the opportunity to communicate meaning from the data to many audiences. These visualizations allow us to turn a simple table of data into clear visuals that highlight key points to the data. When we were looking at Excel, we were looking at the stock data, so I brought that into Power BI now. I've created a very simple table here with the company name, the sum of week highs and lows, and the share price. From this data, I can build some custom visuals. So for example, let's pick a clustered column chart. In this, I'm going to bring in the share price. I'm going to bring in the week's high and low. And I'm also going to bring in the company name. There we go. If I expand this out, we can clearly see some dynamic visuals coming here. I can change the data types to currency. Here. Will come apparent in a second. Because then what I can do is I can actually put my data labels on and clearly see that information. I can make that a bit more impactful by changing the color to something a bit darker. I can make it bold, even slightly increase the font. So some really good dynamic visuals there. We can even pinpoint specific information. Notice here my share price, we can also reduce our decimal places up there. Just select that. Do my share price. Reduce. Yeah. So let's pick out some specifics. I'm going to use a multi-row card to highlight some specific information. I'm going to bring in the company name and just the 52 weeks high and low. And you can see this visual now has been able to section out that information in a clear visual. And I can even utilize these to filter. And you can see the cross-filtering action happens across all the visuals on your canvas. Okay. Now, a feature I really want you to be introduced to is a tool that allows you to communicate with your data. So as well as being able to create custom visualizations from the visualization pane, we can use some of the inbuilt features and tools to communicate with our data. The tool I'm going to show you is called the Q&A tool. Just going to bring this table across so we've got some data on this page. And here in the visual pane, you'll see the little speech bubble. That is our Q&A tool. This allows us to talk to our data. Now I can ask my own questions here. So for example, I could put in, what is the highest? And it will start predicting some answers here now. I've got stocks by share price I could choose if I wanted to, and it would just give me that information. Or I can go back to the suggestions. I show all suggestions. Let's have a little look. 52-week high over time. That could be nice. Very nice visual for your dashboard there. If you're happy with that and you want that as an addition on your dashboard, if you go up here to the right-hand side, you'll see you can turn this Q&A result into a standard visual. I select that. That has now become a visual on my dashboard. And we can continue on asking questions. Now, if you want other people to interact with these Q&A tool, asking their own questions of the data, you might want to think about wording, synonyms, language. The Q&A tool allows you to update that to meet the needs of potentially what your customers, stakeholders would want to ask. So, for example, we've got share price here. Some people might refer to that as a rate. If I go back into the Q&A tool, up on the right-hand side here is a little cog. I'm going to open that, and it gives me options here now to put suggestions in. If I select synonyms, open this up. If I scroll down to share price, you can see I've already added share rate in here, but you've got frequency, degree, ratio. You could just add rate if you wanted to. This then now becomes part of the synonyms. So if a stakeholder asked a question, what is the highest share rate? Okay, you can see it says price. So it's taken that different wording of the field into account, but given the correct result. And you can go on and on asking questions based on this and keep adding visuals. Being able to create dynamic, powerful visualizations that your stakeholders and audience can interact with, bringing you a very interactive, focused, dynamic dashboard for your clients, customers, stakeholders, peers to interact and work with using some fantastic tools that Power BI has to offer at the touch of a button. I hope this has been really insightful, and happy dash building.